Yes, ladies and gentlemen, part 2 of the 1 hour special, or episode 91 of Pokemon Horizons, titled Once More to the Skies Part 2 is here, and we are continuing from last episode when Roy arrived at Indigo Academy. We know what he's here for, but will he be able to convince Liko? Let's talk about it. The episode is really focused on 3 things. 1. Letting us know how the Voltaclers are perceived by the public. 2. Liko trying to accept her call to adventure. And 3. Seeing just how strong Roy has become. After Roy arrives in the roof, he tries to talk to Liko but is interrupted by other students that are coming up. Anne also arrives and meets with Roy, but before Roy can talk to Liko, she decides to stop him. All the other students around her think that Roy is cool and that he's about to do some sort of confession, and Liko doesn't want to deal with that. They talk a bit outside before moving into the cafeteria. Anne is pulled away by some students who want her help in battle, so this gives Liko and Roy some time alone. Roy tells Liko about being contacted by Dot and finding the Slaking surrounded by pink mist. They think that it's Laquium, and Liko's shocked to hear that. Roy asks Liko for her help, saying that maybe Terapagos can help them find out where this is coming from, but Liko lets him know that Terapagos hasn't gotten up since the events of Laqua, and more importantly, it seems Liko is still traumatized by the end of their adventure, so she tells Roy that she can't help them. Meowscarada notices this too. Anne comes back to a gloomy mood on the table, so she tells them they should battle. Roy's down for it, but Meowscarada has disappeared, so Liko goes looking for it. Outside, Roy brings out his shiny Lucario as him and Anne begin battling. And as their battle is going on, other students start coming around to see what's happening. Anne apparently has a unique 3-sword style, which the students are impressed by. But just then, 2 students who recognize Roy as from the Voltaclers also arrive and begin talking. Liko eventually finds Meowscarada watching the battle from the roof, and Liko sees Roy's new Pokemon. And this makes her reflect on what she's doing. She feels like Anne, Roy, and Dot are all moving forwards with their goal, but she hasn't. Meowscarada then goes back down to the courtyard. As the battle between Anne and Roy continues, Liko overhears words spreading about Roy being a part of the Voltaclers and how they're dangerous. In this battle itself, Roy has Lucario focus, and the 2 sync together to use his wave guiding ability to dodge Anne's drill run before countering with close combat, which KOs Samurott. Then, Liko and Meowscarada arrive to battle as word about Roy is spreading even more. The battle between Roy and Liko begins, and it's a good one. The battle is Liko using Flower Trick in unique ways to confuse and do damage to Crocolore. As the battle goes on, Liko gets more into the battle. Crocolore, meanwhile, is using super effective moves to do big damage to Meowscarada. We also get to hear an awesome rendition of the Area Zero theme for this battle. I think we've heard it once before, but it's always good to hear. Liko's Meowscarada is able to tangle up Crocolore and use Flower Trick on it to do damage on it. After this, Liko realizes that while it felt like she wasn't moving forward, she actually has gotten stronger, and this battle with Meowscarada proved it to her. So with that done, the 2 decide both to terastallize their Pokemon. Crocolore is able to overpower Meowscarada by taking Flower Trick head on and using Flame Charge. That kills Meowscarada, which means that Roy wins. The kids then approach Roy and ask him if he's a member of the Voltaclers, and when Roy says he is, they confront both Anne and Liko about it. This is when Liko tells everyone, and herself in a way, that she is indeed a rising Voltacler. That seems to free her up, and she decides that she actually does want to adventure again. So at the end of the day, she packs up everything she needs and heads out to the bus stop. Anne also confirms here while talking to Roy what I'd been saying in the last episode as well as this one, that before what just happened, Anne felt like Liko just had a cloud hanging over her, and the admission to everyone that she indeed is a Voltacler seems to have freed her from that mindset. Liko arrives and says that they're going to get the truth back about the Voltaclers before the new intro plays. Then afterwards, Liko is confident that she can go wherever, as long as she's with her Pokemon. We then see Spinel somewhere with 5 of the hero Pokemon in some sort of glass cage. He says soon everyone will bow before him, just like these hero Pokemon, and that's where we end the episode. Since I won't get a chance to talk about it on the other episodes, I want to talk about the new opening here. The previous opening, while the visual was good, I didn't like the song too. This one, both the song and the visuals are pretty solid. The one thing that caught my eye with this opening is just the Nemona inclusion. Now, I don't know if that means she'll actually show up or if it's just a reflection of everyone that Liko and Dot have known in the past, but me and my friends thought that the primary Scarlet and Violet characters were not going to make an appearance anymore since they would have to age them up a year as well if they're part of the story. And I thought they wouldn't want to change that in the anime for game characters, but maybe I'm wrong. Again, we don't know if she'll actually show up, but it's cool to see that they don't mind updating the game characters' looks based on the anime. We also see in the opening the other Explorers member, including an updated look for Coral and a better look at Spinel. We also see that Alt is holding an ancient Poké Ball here, which really throws a lot into the works and way more questions to be asked. An overall solid opening. As for the episode itself, I like the way that this episode portrayed sadness and bottled up feelings in a way that kids would understand. Liko's behavior over the last 2 episodes clearly were showing it, and I like the way that the thing that breaks her out of it is the thing she talks about at the end of the episode. episode, her Pokemon. Even though the show is seemingly going to focus more on Roy now, it's easily obvious why she works so well as a protagonist in a way that I just don't think Roy can. Liko has realistic emotions for this show. Roy is closer to your standard shonen protagonist who will work hard and keep moving forward no matter the obstacles. Both obviously have their own merits. Speaking of Roy, he's also gotten incredibly strong, and the episode makes sure we know that. And apparently people are upset that Roy can connect with his Lucario and use wave guidance. People on Twitter are arguing whether Roy should be allowed to do that, like that's just some ability or some right that Ash Ketchum and Sir Aaron have. I don't even know what to say about that. The internet is so dumb sometimes. Does this make him Ash Ketchum? Sure. As much as Ash Ketchum is your standard protagonist character, I agree. Roy being a battle-focused character that has a Lucario doesn't make him Ash 2.0 to me. It just makes him another Pokemon protagonist. Speaking of, I felt bad for Anne here. It feels like she's always used as the measuring stick for our heroes in order to show how strong they've become. And it doesn't feel quite like Yamcha from Dragon Ball, since Anne is super close to our main characters, but it still sucks seeing someone being touted as an incredible battler who's part of the school select team and is being contacted by the Blueberry Academy principal lose so soundly to someone who decided to train by themselves, and seemingly also Liko, who held up way better against Roy than Anne did. And her battle is cut short to show how awesome Liko is. I understand that that's just life for side characters, but I can't help but feel bad. Instead of Alt, I would have loved for Anne to be the fourth member of this group. Oh well. Overall though, a solid episode to bring back Liko into the fold. I'm curious as to see if her and Dot will be the only ones, or will eventually all the Voltaclers return. I hope they do. I feel like the story though will be closer to the Legend ZA story, so I don't know if a lot of things from the previous story are going to return. I'm curious to see what Spinel's plan is, because I think that might be similar to what we get in Legend ZA. A lot of exciting possibilities here. I can't wait to see where this is going. But what about you guys? Let me know your thoughts in the comments about this episode. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe for more episode review. Have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.